Hey, welcome back to Boxing Fever, the channel where arrogance goes to die and warriors are forged in fire. Today's story is about a young man, spirit of a killer, a fighter who carries the blood of samurai, wrapped in modern lightning speed and devastating precision. His name? Tenshin Nasukawa. But here's the thing. Greatness always attracts arrogance, and throughout his career, Tenshin faced opponents who mocked him, taunted him, and even fought dirty. They disrespected him in front of the world. But disrespect has consequences, and when it collides with Tenshin's fury, the results are savage. So buckle up, because you're about to witness when disrespect meets payback. Our journey begins in 2019, when Tenshin Nasukawa faced the Filipino fighter Fritz Biagtan. The atmosphere was electric, especially with Manny Pacquiao in the audience supporting his countrymen. From the start, Biagtan carried himself with arrogance, shaking his head at Tenshin's punches and bouncing around as if the Japanese prodigy's strikes were nothing. He acted like he was putting on a circus, mocking the fight and entertaining himself, instead of respecting the opponent in front of him. But arrogance is a mask, and behind the mask, fear always lurks. Tenshin remained calm, studying every movement. Then, in a flash, he unleashed a lightning-fast combination. A brutal high kick, followed by a crushing left straight. The sound echoed through the arena. Biagtan's showboat ended instantly. The same fighter who mocked Tenshin crumbled like a broken toy, silenced by overwhelming skill. Even Pacquiao himself was stunned. On that night, Biagtan learned the hard way that mocking Tenshin Nasukawa is a death wish. If arrogance is ugly, then dishonor is even worse. In another clash, Tenshin went head-to-head with the Thai fighter Visanlek Mabukai. Mabukai was bold from the opening bell. He smirked after every exchange, clapping his gloves together, pretending that Tenshin's punches were nothing more than mosquito bites. His mocking grin never faded, and the crowd could feel the disrespect. But then Mabukai crossed the line. In a moment of frustration, he threw a cheap shot below the belt. Trying to cripple Tenshin with dirty tactics, the audience gasped, booing in disgust. And that was it, the last straw. Tenshin's face hardened, and the calm prodigy became a storm of vengeance. He unleashed a relentless barrage, fists flying, kicks slamming into Mabukai's body. Each strike carrying the weight of fury. Mabukai's cocky grin melted away as he staggered under the assault. Tenshin pressed forward, finishing him off with precision and power. Until the Thai fighter was forced to surrender.
鮮血が滴り落ちます。
TKO 勝者中川天心
Disrespect answered with devastation.
でもあるんじゃないですかね。ちょっと今も首をね、2、3秒かしげるようなこれありましたけども、やはり膝まで。
Few fights were as brutal as Tenshin's 2017 showdown with Rodtang Jitmuangnon, the legendary Iron Man of Muay Thai. Rodtang, known for his toughness, met Tenshin's strikes with taunts. Every time a punch landed, he smiled. Every time a kick connected, he patted his chest, daring Tenshin to hit harder. He acted as though the fight was nothing more than a friendly sparring session. But arrogance blinds you to danger. Tenshin's patience turned to fury. He ramped up the intensity, firing off endless combinations. Punches cracked like thunder. Kicks sliced through Rodtang's guard. Knees crashed into his body. The crowd gasped as the pace turned into a war. Still, Rodtang mocked. Still, he smiled. But beneath the iron mask, his body was taking heavy damage. Tenshin knew it, and he kept pressing. Round after round, the fight escalated into chaos until finally, Tenshin broke through with a performance so dominant the judges had no choice. By unanimous decision, Nasukawa was declared the winner, silencing Rodtang's arrogance once and for all. Even Iron Men can be broken. Few moments in fight history are as disgraceful as this one. In 2016, Tenshin faced Thai veteran Wanchalong Senchai. At the opening bell, Tenshin offered to touch gloves as tradition demands. But instead of returning the gesture with respect, Wanchalong lashed forward with a cheap sucker punch. The arena exploded with boos. Commentators were stunned. This was not just disrespect, it was betrayal. And betrayal has consequences. From that moment on, the fight was no longer a contest. It was a punishment. Tenshin's eyes sharpened as he cut loose, striking with surgical precision. Every kick whipped across Wanchalong's body. Every punch thudded into his skull. Finally, Tenshin decided enough was enough. He launched a spinning head kick that connected perfectly, sending Wanchalong crashing to the canvas. Honor restored, disrespect obliterated. And then came the fight against Kyoji Sagawa, a champion who carried himself with unbearable arrogance. Sagawa walked into the ring with his chin high, a permanent smirk plastered across his face. Every time Tenshin attacked, Sagawa waved his arms, shrugged his shoulders, and laughed at him as if the strikes were meaningless. But arrogance blinds you, and when you're blinded, you never see the storm. Tenshin set traps with his footwork, drawing Sagawa into false openings. Then he struck with blinding speed, a vicious body shot, and finally a high kick that erased the smirk in an instant. Sagawa stumbled, crashed to the canvas, and stared up at the lights in shock. Tenshin stood tall, the true warrior. On that night, there was no question. The king was Nasukawa.
29対28赤那須川ジャッジは30対28赤那須川3対0としまして勝者赤コーナー
And that, fight fans, is the story of when disrespect meets payback. From Fritz Biagtan to Visanlek Mabukai, From Rodtang to Wanchalong, from Sagawa to every other arrogant soul, they all learned the same brutal truth. When you disrespect Tenshin Nasukawa, you don't just lose, you get destroyed. And if you love watching arrogant fighters get humbled, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Because more legendary stories are coming your way. This was Boxing Fever. See you soon.